So there's a few things about Krishan that people misunderstand completely, and I'm not too sure just how any star deals with the public. Uh, the public just wants what they want, period. They're just as greedy as anybody else when it comes to being a fan of or having an idolization of, therefore being a fan of. I was once a Krishan Rock fan very early on. Very early on, I fell for the bullshit about feeling sorry for her. That ended very fast. Thank God. Uh, so there's been several instances throughout this journey with Krishan Rock where she has asked for help or said that I don't want to be part of this anymore. Krishan Rock, first of all, let me say this, sold her soul. But she did not do it on her own. What I mean by that is she was put into, or a Jezebel spirit was put upon her very early in her life, probably through a molestation or a rape of a child, something like that. Everything I'm saying here is alleged, but obvious. If you take time out to look deeper than what you see and what you want as a fan, you can't miss these signs. She's a Jezebel spirit, through no fault of her own, though. This person has not been in control of themselves and their thoughts or their actions for over 20 years, I'd say. Well, let's take that back. She's what, 23 or 22 or something? I'd say about the last 14 years or so, 15 years. Very early this happened to her, and it didn't stop. And we'll just talk about what you guys are seeing. So I don't know how many people remember that she went to a Puffy party. She spoke on that several times. We all know what happens at those parties, supposedly. When she went to, what's his name's birthday party? I cannot remember that fool's name. He's a rapper, I guess. The light-skinned dude. His name doesn't matter to me much at all. But anyway, when she went to his party, there was another instance. Krishan Rock has done a lot of things that you guys are unaware of, just since she's been in the public eye, that make money for her. She's been pimped out, pretty much pimped out by Blueface. For those of you that don't know, that fucking Zeus Network is not a far cry from what Puffy got's going on over there at all. She will not go back to that because she did make her own free will of that. They really did her dirty over there, period. Because they knew what she was when she came in. It's well known in the industry what she is. She's been passed around already by several people. I think back to a time where Krishan Rock got into a pool with her clothes on, a sweatsuit, a brown sweatsuit, and she said, I don't want to be famous anymore. And she cried her soul into the pool and hollered to the heavens above that she didn't want to be famous anymore. I remember a time where Krishan Rock was sitting there and she just started wailing up with tears, and she kind of pushed them away. And nobody can hear her cry. Nobody understands what she's going through because you guys just want what you want. You want her to do good. You want her to succeed. You are nothing because you don't see what she's really going through. You could care less. If all you want is the little bit of Krishan that you see, shame on you. Now, I don't like the image that's being portrayed and pushed upon people at all, but she has no control over that. No human being is going to just continue to do the shit that she's doing and like it. Look deeper into her eyes. Find your soul. If you can, show me. Look deep into her eyes and find her soul. You will not find it. You will not find it. And this is why you meet such a hard-headed, don't care about nobody, can't hear nobody, can't care about her son, will not ever care about that little boy. God only knows what his life is already like. God forbid that woman brought an angel here and let him get taken into any type of abuse situation, because she certainly doesn't care about him. The whole entire skit about her having the baby was clear proof that she didn't care about him. I mean, the way she had that camera in her face. There's a whole connection between the Lisa Jones and Sean Malone people. I can't put my finger on it, and I can't seem to figure it out with my research, which I've done a ton of searching to connect the dots about who they really are to Chrisean Rock. There was another live that Chrisean Rock mentioned about her son. She was so concerned about her son, the reason why she checked out for a while, because she didn't want her son to grow up without his parents being in there for him. She knows how that feels. Blah, 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 blah. And if you knew what Lisa Jones and Sean Malone do for a living, you could easily see some parents that didn't have time for their child. That's right, I said it. The resemblance between Lisa Jones and Chrisean Rock, or Chrisean Malone. What's her real name? Chrisean Malone. I know he's Chrisean Malone Jr., but what is hers? Anyway, the resemblance amongst those two people is just, it's undeniable. Okay. The dynamic of family that she's got is very off. The people that we know as her family is very off. Yeah. Some people can't be saved, man. And this is a horrible situation going on. I feel more sorry for Blueface than I do anybody in a way, but I also feel like his soul's been sold too, and he's more aware of what he's into, and he's just living it up. That's all he wanted to do from the get-go, was live it up and not be poor. As far as how this is going to end between the two of them, some people say death. I've seen just the doomsday comments about how this is going to end, but I don't feel that at all. Excuse me. I stand corrected. Whenever something messes with your nose like that, that's a punch to the face, basically, about what you just said, coming from the downloaders or the spirit guides. So it's possible. Anything's possible. I'm not going to put too much on those three sneezes that I just had right after I said I definitely don't see that happening, but I know that someone's definitely going to be hurt, desperately hurt, and a lot more is going to be exposed about Chrisean Rock. They should have never put her out there. They knew she was weak and vulnerable, and she'd already been broken down so much that this was just not. I mean, they gave her the money at the very last of her. Whatever's left of her, they let her get the money. And by any means necessary, they let her get the money at the end, after she's been torn apart. So Carlissa did a live talking about Chrisean Rock's tattoo on her face, and she was blaming other people for that action taken by Chrisean Rock. Okay. In that video, starting very soon into the video, you can see somebody come up and start singing. I'm not sure if that's Callie or who it is. But very soon after that, you start to hear a demon enter the video. But demons come through frequencies, sounds. They can also show in light forms, but this one came through some frequency, some sound that was going on in the room. And it was very, very loud. And it was there for Chrisean Rock, actually. The reason it was there for her is because the people in the house were so concerned about her. They genuinely had concern for her well-being. That demons don't know which way to turn, which way to look, which way to go, but they're everywhere. And with that type of love being poured out to Chrisean, they thought that she could be there. They are after her, big time. And that's what I'm more so worried about for her, is that other entities are out for her. So with that said, I hope you all found some kind of, I don't know, I guess, understanding in this video about Chrisean Rock. I'm going to have more videos about her as time goes. I tried to put a few out before. It just wasn't the right time. People were not understanding at all what I was saying, and just didn't get many views or things like that. But everybody has a right to speak their opinion. Whether or not people listen is a whole nother thing. The feeling that you get when people don't listen and you're right is amazing. It's just the push that you need to go ahead and tell the world what you know. So bashing doesn't concern me at all. Negative comments doesn't concern me at all. Anything you feel you have to say about this video, you can say it, and you're safe here. This is real talk here, though. Real talk. This is not a grab for money. This is nothing like that. This is real talk. I've been getting downloads about Chrisean Rock since way back. I have kept them to myself for a reason. But now is the time. It needs to be known that she can't be saved, so forget about that. So for those of you who are her fans, continue to be your fans, I guess. I feel like you should have never jumped on that wagon, but because there's a price to pay for that as well. For those of you that are jumping off the wagon, I commend you for recognizing that this is not a safe situation for anyone watching or anyone involved.